They say that, but the previous comment that Peter Dutton would be out there actively campaigning no belies the problem with that statement. The contradictions which are there. Indigenous Australians were asked, and this occurred not under the Labor government, this occurred under the coalition government. People came together at Uluru, and that was 6 years ago, and asked for constitutional recognition and the form of it. The form of it is through a voice. They want to be recognised in the Constitution, but they also want to be consulted on matters that affect them. And that is what Indigenous Australians have chosen. And I note that Peter Dutton yesterday when asked at the press conference who is supporting your proposition, didn't name anyone. It was Peter Dutton and Susan Ley, who went from a position last week, prior to the Aston by-election, of saying that they would make a decision after the committee that's been established, a joint parliamentary committee, to examine the legislation in 6 weeks' time. In between then and Monday, they declared an emergency meeting of their caucus to deal with this issue, to have a look over their moment. They didn't consult with anyone. When I stood up with Linda Burney and Patrick Dodson and Mark Dreyfus, we also stood with Marcia Langton and with Thomas Mayer and with a host of Indigenous leaders who we have worked with in the referendum working group, who all expressed their view after Peter Dutton went and spoke to them on 2 occasions, that they were going to arrive at this position, that Peter Dutton was always going to say no. He is defined by what he's against, not what he's for. He has not learnt or heard any of the messages that were given in May last year or in Aston on Saturday. He's determined to just be negative. Thanks very much. Sure.
Where we leave Anthony Albanese in that media conference, wrapping up there, but we get the feeling there, the strong reaction from Anthony Albanese to the Liberal Party room yesterday, deciding that it would be a no on the voice. The Liberals, Peter Dutton, actively campaigning against the voice. It is a no. They've put forward an alternative voice that we'll get stuck into on the detail a little bit later on the program.